Namaste. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yash Gopi, and I'll be the Master of Ceremony for this event. It is my great honor to welcome you to the inauguration of the ITEC documentary of India and Guyana. Today's event celebrates more than a documentary. It celebrates 60 years of diplomatic relations between India and Guyana, and a strong and enduring partnership between our two nations. The Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, ITEC, has played a vital role in capacity building and human resource development in Guyana, empowering professionals and strengthening institutions across many sectors. This documentary highlights the impact of that cooperation, told through real experiences and shared success stories. It reflects the deep friendship, mutual respect, and common commitment to development that continue to define India and Guyana relations. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister of Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation, Mr. Zulfikar Ali, and invite him, along with Dr. Amit Talang, the High Commissioner of India to Guyana, and Dr. Dipali Talang, to do their felicitation. Thank you, Dr. Amit Talang, and Honorable Minister, and Dr. Diwali Talang. We will now have some remarks by the Honorable Dr. Amit Talang, High Commissioner of India to Guyana.
That's great. Thank you. Namaskar, Sitaram, and a very good afternoon to all of you. His Excellency Mr. Zulfikar Ali, Honorable Minister for Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. It's our honor and privilege to welcome you, Excellency, to this event this afternoon. The main purpose of this event is also to underline that over our 60 years of formal diplomatic relations, if there is one area which has been the backbone of this cooperation, it has been capacity building. And as you are aware, the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program has been the benchmark for everything that we do in the field of development cooperation. Interestingly, as we celebrate 6 decades or 60 years of establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Guyana, it is also a coincidence that in 1964, the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation was launched, and since then, it has been with us for the last 60 years. So today is the time to recognize both these milestones. Of course, 60 years of the Indian Technical Economic Cooperation Program, and also the 60 years of establishment of formal diplomatic relations between our two countries. I specifically use the word formal because there is something that is very near and dear to all of us, that the real relations between our two countries began in 1838 when the first ship carrying our ancestors came here to Guyana. And in fact, they have been the real architect of the relationship that we see, which has blossomed and flourished today. Excellency, we have a message from our Vice Minister, who is in charge of development cooperation in the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. And I think his message would summarize the importance of this initiative, the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, and its relevance in the establishment as well as further development of the relations between our two countries. Let me once again, on behalf of the High Commission of India, the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, and also my personal behalf and on behalf of my wife, Dr. Dipali Telam, express my profound gratitude to the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, to you and the entire government for your constant, unwavering support to the initiative. Let me also share with all of you that the ITEC program is not only restricted to the civilian areas, there has been also a long-standing cooperation on the defense side, and I'm very happy to also share with all of you that a delegation from our Ministry of Defense, they are also in town, and they will also be having discussions in terms of how we can further expand and intensify our cooperation in all areas of mutual interest. With these words, let me hand over to our Master of Ceremony, my colleague Yash, to take the proceedings further. I thank all of you. Dhanyavad. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Next on the program, we have a screening of a video message from Mr. Sudhakar Dalila, the Vice Minister, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Mr. Sudhakar Dalila is an Indian Foreign Service 1993 batch career diplomat. Mr. Dalila has strong expertise in trade and economic policy. He leads India's economic diplomacy, development cooperation with the Global South, engagement with Africa, multilateral economic relations, and work on emerging and strategic technologies. He also acts as India's Sherpa for BRICS, IBSA, and ITU2. We'll now have the screening of that video from Mr. Sudhakar Dalila.
And warm greeting from India. This year, India and Guyana are celebrating 60 years of the establishment of formal diplomatic relations between our two countries. To mark this occasion, I would like to thank High Commissioner Amit Telang and the embassy team for bringing our friends from Guyana and ITEC alumni together and to celebrate close ties of friendship and cooperation between India and Guyana. India's development cooperation is one of the key pillars of India's engagement with partners in Global South. Our flagship capacity building program, Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, ITEC as we call it, is based on the principles of partnership, mutual respect and solidarity, and symbolizes India's commitment to South-South cooperation. Founded in 1964, under the ITEC program, more than 400,000 citizens of over 160 countries have benefited from capacity building programs. Under the ITEC program, about 14,000 training scholarships are given every year to citizens from our partner countries in Global South in over 100 premier institutions in India across diverse sectors. India and Guyana have enjoyed very close and warm partnership based on our historical and cultural bonds, shared values, and strong people-to-people connections. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji's visit to Guyana in November 2024 has provided further momentum to our multifaceted partnership. Over the years, India has been Guyana's important development partner in which ITEC initiative has played an indispensable role. In recent years, with the economic and development transformation in Guyana, the focus and scope of ITEC program has also expanded in Guyana. Commensurate with the increasing demand, we have increased the number of ITEC slots made available to Guyana every year. I am delighted to learn that in the last 10 years, over 1,000 professionals from Guyana have benefited from the ITEC programs in India across sectors ranging from e-governance, information technology, agriculture, health, public administration, diplomacy, and several other sectors. It is our constant endeavor to prioritize these courses, keeping in mind Guyana's requirement in accordance with the Government of Guyana's vision for development. With these words, I once again thank High Commissioner Amit Telang for bringing together our ITEC alumni and celebrating close ties of friendship and cooperation between our two countries. Thank you, Jai Hind, long live India-Guyana friendship. Namaskar and warm greeting from India. This year, India and Guyana are celebrating 60 years of the establishment of formal diplomatic relations between our two countries. To mark this occasion, I would like to thank High Commissioner Amit Telang and the embassy team for bringing our friends from Guyana and ITEC alumni together and to celebrate close ties of friendship and cooperation between India and Guyana. India's development cooperation is one of the key pillars of India's engagement with partners in Global South. Our
At this time, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister of Public Service, Government and Efficiency and Implementation, Government of Guyana, Mr. Zulfikar Ali, for his address.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you very much. High Commissioner, High Commissioner, friends. It's really great to be here. Thank you very much. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of such a historic event and a really great partnership as well. I bring you greetings from our president, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, who unfortunately could not have made it today. But he has asked me to relay a few words. High Commissioner, you spoke about our 60 years of diplomatic relations. We see it as 60 years of friendship, very strong friendship, friendship that has been unbroken, and friendship that will continue to strengthen and strengthen over the years as well. The ITEC program has played a major part in the development of Guyana, of our civil service, of many persons who have come back and also contributed significantly as well to the private sector in Guyana. As you know, His Excellency, the President, also studied in India. He spent a year in India, and he has had a fantastic experience there. He has learned much there, many of which he is applying now. And I, too, am an alumni from India. I studied exactly where His Excellency studied. And I could tell you that I think I went to India 2 years after His Excellency. And when I went there, everyone still remembered him. He is a larger-than-life figure. He was loved by everyone at the university, and they remembered him very fondly. Up to now, I receive emails from our lecturers who ask about the president, ask about myself. We'll be coming to visit Guyana very soon. But I say this to tell you that this is not just about going to study. This is not just going to learn something. This is about the hospitality of the people of India, the hospitality of the government of India, in extending this program not only to Guyana, but over 160 countries around the world. And you did so too at a time where you did not need to do this. You too had just came out of independence. You were trying to build your country, build your economy, and you did not have to reach out to the rest of the world and offer scholarship, offer the ITEC scholarship to anyone else, but yet the people of India did. And I think we are all very grateful for that hospitality, for that show of support, the show for development that the people and the government of India has extended to the world over the last 60 years. High Commissioner, I could assure you that what many Guyanese who have returned from India, that they came back with very rich experiences, a good understanding of the rich cultural tapestry that India has. And I remember visiting many different states in India. All were not the same. Everyone was different, but there was one thing that was always unique, and one thing that cuts across all of the states and all of the places that you visited. And that was how rich the culture was and how, deeply rooted everyone was, with either religion, either the way that they greet each other, or even the way that they greet people who are not from India. And it was a very great experience, and I'm pretty sure most of the alumni who are here and have been to India can testify of the hospitality that we have received as well. As I've said, High Commissioner, many of the students who came back are now serving from the head of state to ministers of government, to heads of agencies in all sectors. And they have benefited extremely from this cooperation and the ITEC program as well. I know that you have extended as well more slots, more allocations for Guyanese students to study under the ITEC program, and that is something that we will work very closely together as well. We want to make sure that all of those slots are taken up. And I know you've expanded it to security and to other areas apart from the traditional areas like IT, human resources, etc. And we're very grateful for that as well. I want to work, I think the first meeting that we had as well, I said that one of the key things that we would like to do is, apart from Guyanese going to India to learn about its history, its culture, and the way that you do things, it will be good to have Indian professors coming to Guyana so that we can train more people as well, especially in the emerging sectors that we have, especially in sectors like agriculture that we're building out at a very fast rate. As you know, the government of Guyana and His Excellency is very big on agriculture. It's one of the areas that India has a lot of technology, a lot of experience, and you have, I think, perfected the science of large-scale agriculture. So that is something that we would like to work together closely with you, and not only in the agriculture sector, but the security and defense sector, ICT as well, which we are working very closely on. And I think that, as I said earlier at the beginning of this conversation, our friendship will only grow much more stronger. And the bond and the relationship that the people of Guyana have with the people of India, and both governments as well, it will continue to build stronger. We enjoyed the visit of your Prime Minister, Prime Minister Modi, and I'm pretty sure he enjoyed his time in Guyana as well. And we hope for more visits of more senior government officials from India as well. So thank you very much. Thank you for everything that India have shared with Guyana, especially in this ITEC program. And we do appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. We will now have the screening of the ITEC documentary. Over to you, Nalaria.
For more than 6 decades, the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program (ITEC) has been building human capacity across the developing world. In Guyana, its influence reaches public service, education, and national leadership. Representing the Government of India in Guyana, the Indian High Commissioner has witnessed firsthand how ITEC shapes institutions and leadership.
The Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program is a flagship capacity building initiative implemented by the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, over the last 60 years. Many people went to India. They underwent training in multiple sectors, and we have also some of the very frontier areas of knowledge, including artificial intelligence, space cooperation, and other disciplines. And I'm very happy to share that the current president of Guyana, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, has also been a beneficiary of the ITEC program.
Beyond policy and diplomacy, ITEC's true impact is found in individual journeys, such as that of Dr. Jagabin Jaising.
Prior to going to India, I was the Chief Training Officer of the Public Service Ministry with responsibility for scholarships and training. After a while doing this for so many persons, and you hear all the fantastic stories about India, when they come back, they will come back to the Public Service Ministry to report that they're back from India. That's one of the things that motivated me to go to India. And then I always wanted to see where my foreparents came from. My wife was already in India doing a scholarship, doing her master's in human resource management and planning, and we have just got married. And as soon as we got married, she left the day after to go to India. So the university, I applied for a program at the same university she was doing her master's. I applied to do a certificate in human resource management at the Institute of Manpower Planning and Research. And so they allowed us to stay together in the same room. So I literally spent my honeymoon in India. The training that I did was very beneficial for me. It was a certificate in human resource management. It's exactly what I'm doing here. So as soon as I came back from India in January, I was sent across to the Public Service Commission, where I took up the position as the secretary to the Public Service Commission. So all that I would have learned at India in HR, human resource management, it helped me very well when I came back here to take up this position, to function, because this was a new area altogether. And plus it was manpower planning and research. A lot of emphasis on the program that we did was on research, something that I am passionate about. So all in all, my trip in India was very, very beneficial, was very fruitful. India was an eye-opener for me to see where our foreparents came from. And any one of the lectures I do, and I talk to people, I always say that it's a blessing that our foreparents came from India and settled in Guyana. You know, all that our foreparents had ever dreamed of from the time they came to Guyana to now, we're about the sixth generation, are actually materialized now in this current generation that we're living. And that's a blessing. I wish our foreparents could have seen that.
Turning knowledge into national development requires strong technical leadership. Through environmental oversight and technical education, Elon Suknanan has seen how ITEC training is applied directly within Guyana's public service.
So before my ITEC journey, my professional life was already embedded in public service, both in academia and industry. At the Environmental Protection Agency, where I headed the Department of Public Infrastructure, Transportation and Tourism, my work entails ensuring projects in both the infrastructure, transportation and tourism that they meet the regulatory requirements. And that is to ensure that they are compliant to the environmental laws and regulations of the country. And this spans not only in the public sector projects, but also the private sector projects, which we look at for both in operation on a commercial and industrial scale. Through the channels here in Guyana, the Indian High Commission, I was reliably informed of the next step that I can advance my career, that is specialized training, and it was offered through the ITEC program. There I was motivated to apply for the environmental management program which was hosted by the Environmental Protection Training and Research Institute in Hyderabad. It was a transformative journey for me. It helped me in ways that it would have changed my personal life. It would have advanced my professional life. And for that reason, it left an indelible mark on me. Outside of that, my career would have evolved basically as a civil engineer. And that would have really led to me not only teaching at the Government Technical Institute, but I wanted to ensure that the environmental principles or environmental management be embedded into the curriculum, into the program that I teach. The program not only helped me to drive theory, but it also was very practical in what it offered. So it was a direct link to the job that I do, both in academia and industry. It was good to also be on campus because you were able to link, you were able to see water conservation, you were able to see how solid waste is managed on campus. You were able to see the circular economy all evolving on campus. Even the lemongrass that was present on campus, some of my colleagues got sick and they were able to, under my guidance, were able to make tea, and their health were restored actually. So this journey with ITEC has been, as I said, it was rich, it was refreshing, it was rewarding, it was resourceful. And what I can conclude by saying is that my ITEC journey has certainly led to me becoming an agent of change and transformation, creating a spark and leaving a mark for generations to come.
At the Audit Office of Guyana, ITEC training has strengthened systems, accountability, and performance.
More than 80 of our officers, including directors, managers, and supervisors, and auditors, have benefited from the ITEC course. And I am proud to say that about 60 of them are still serving with us today. The skills they gain continue to strengthen our work, our system, and our capacity to meet the growing demands of public service. The training provided by ITEC has been wide-ranging and extremely relevant. And so far, we have been able to produce at least 18 reports.
For many officers, ITEC represented a turning point, professionally and personally.
That program, after completing that program successfully, I would have been promoted to manager within the Works Instructions Division. And that was about 2 years afterwards. How that program would have assisted in terms of the development of my career? Well, as you know, the audit of e-governance in Guyana is fairly new. In our audits, we would perform engineer audits for part of our office, which forms an integral part of the Auditor General's report. And in doing so, we've been involved in real-time audits of a few projects, which we've completed reports for. And that training in e-governance would have assisted greatly in that light. With announcements made by our head of state in terms of the direction which we want to go, like for example, the ICT hubs and so forth that we have, and we have traffic cameras, about 40,000 traffic cameras which would be installed around the country. All of those would form part of the governance system which we would have to audit at a later date. The program itself, it was a wonderful program. It was well structured. I think it was on point, and it gave us practicality that we could have brought back home and be able to implement in terms of our work that we do.
Okay, it was a truly magnificent experience. Personally, we visited sites such as the Agra, we went to Galkona Fort, Arkshdam Temple. We had cuisine day, so we interacted with all the participants. I'm an ACCA member now, and part of that membership, we have to do something called continuing professional development. And one of the courses that I placed there, or told ACCA that I participated in, was this course, the Audit of E-Governance Projects. And that truly helped me in my continuing professional development, and I'm now an ACCM member.
I would have learned how generative AI, tools like ChatGPT and Claude, can be used to help create reports, and you can actually use these things to assist you to even refine and polish your reports, because you can put the relevant information into it, whether it's your audit standards, your programs, and you can prompt the app, you can prompt the technology to give you contextualized reports that would actually help you. So I was open to that. I was able to see how to use that. I was able to see also how they're going to the Web 3.0, and that's going to replace Web 2.0 soon because it's much more encrypted, it's much more secure. So I have personally implemented that. I no longer use like Google Chrome, I use the Brave browser, which we were exposed to. And I was also exposed to the way you can use the GIS technology as well as the drones to assist in infrastructural audits. So that's something I could also share with the engineering department. They currently do use some technology, but they can also implement even more to make their work a lot easier.
The ITEC journey often extends beyond the individual, shaping families, careers, and resilience.
Throughout my stay in India, the first term was very hard. I even wanted to come back at one time. Eventually, I had persons, because I was the only Guyanese, where for the other institute you had 2 persons from country, you had 2 persons or 3 persons. I was the only Guyanese there. So my best friend there was a Sri Lankan woman and a Honduras woman. And I was like halfway through my thesis when my computer crashed. And none of my data couldn't recover. And I used to spend night after class, because in the morning you got to institute till 5 in the afternoon sometimes on Saturdays, Sundays you have classes. I cried like a baby because all of the information would have gone. So when I came back, I had no job. So I was planning for my wedding. Dr. Gopal at that time was still the permanent secretary, called me and told me that he has 2 positions open, one as the Secretary of the Integrity Commission and the Registrar for Public Service Appellate Tribunal. So when you hear a young lady of 25, Integrity Commission, and you know you are an honest person, I chose that. Throughout my career journey, whatever I have learned in India and other knowledge that I have gained, I have implemented that. It was a great help coming back and implementing those training that I was exposed of, especially the hands-on one, and those that you could have acquired from your colleague participants, from recruitment to selection to database. One of our courses was Human Resource Information System. It helped me to improve the service of the Integrity Commission then, and it continued. Studying in India will always play a very important part in my life.
Across Guyana, ITEC continues to build bridges, investing in people, strengthening institutions, and shaping a shared future.
And as ITEC completed 6 decades of service in terms of capacity building and development cooperation, I'm very happy that we have contributed towards forging friendships and, most importantly, making this whole world a wonderful place to live. This is our vision of a world that is a global family, and ITEC program has contributed immensely towards that cause.
by Mrs. Suman Singh, Second Secretary from the High Commission of India.
Thank you, Yash. Good afternoon, namaste. On behalf of High Commission of India, I would like to extend our sincere thanks to everyone who contributed to the success of ITEC promotional video, which celebrates 60 years of India-Guyana partnership in capacity building through Indian technical and economic cooperation. From Guyana, thousands have benefited, and this video continue to guide and encourage many more who wish to enhance their skills and knowledge to benefit in their career enhancement or business development and much more. We would like to convey our thanks to Vice Minister, Ministry of External Affairs, Sri Sudhakar Dalela, for his valuable and inspiring message. Honorable Minister, Mr. Zulfikar Ali, Minister of Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation, Government of Guyana, for gracing the occasion. Thank you, sir. Thanks to all participants who featured in the video, who made this video possible. Dr. Jai Gobind Jai Singh, Permanent Secretary, Public Service Commission, and his wife, Ms. Amanda Jai Singh. Mr. Alan Sukhnanan from Environment Protection Agency. Special thanks to Auditor General and staff of Audit Office of Guyana, and especially Mr. Calvin Ben, Mr. Randy Pitambar, and Ms. Roseanne Tet, who spared their valuable time and spared their experiences and shared their experiences. To the production team of the video and all who have made the occasion special are our audience. Thank you all for once again for joining. Before we start the movie screening, I would like you all to please have delicious Indian snacks and masala chai. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.